I'm Elaine Walji. Welcome to the Elaine Walji Show. Amy Tan said, I was intelligent enough to make up my own mind. I not only had freedom of choice, I had freedom of expression. In South Africa, my right to freedom of expression is protected by the Constitution of the country. Section 16 says I have the right to freedom of expression. Section 18 says I have the right to freedom of association. Section 19 says every citizen is free to make political choices. But the masses of our country, the majority of our population, don't make use of these rights. And because we don't do that, the few in charge take advantage of our silence. Nadezhda Mandelstam said, I decided it is better to scream. Silence is the real crime against humanity. It is time for us to begin to get politically involved in our nation. I want to encourage young people, students, adults, people from all walks of life. Let us get involved in what is happening in our country. We cannot just sit back, let things happen around us, and then complain about them afterwards. Let's make sure we preempt and become proactive in the way we lead our democracy. And yes, the people should lead. Our voices should be so loud that government will not have room and space to do their own things or try and lie to us and give us misinformation. We cannot just do what everyone does. Be careful, someone said, when you blindly follow the masses, because sometimes the M is silent. Think about that. Make up your own mind about who you're going to vote for. 2021, we have our local elections in South Africa. Be careful who you vote for. Don't just follow the stream. Don't just follow the crowd. Don't just follow the masses. And don't vote on sentiment. And don't vote on loyalty. Make up your own mind. You know how oppressors oppress their victims? They keep them uninformed. They keep them uneducated. One of the first things the Nazi regime did was take books away from the people. How did slave owners keep their slaves in bondage? By keeping them uneducated. How did the colonizers in South Africa, how did they exact cheap labor from our ancestors? By keeping them uninformed and uneducated. But if we can take advantage of the massive opportunities around us, educate ourselves regarding our politics, educate ourselves about how our government is lying to us, and let us make informed choices. And when we cast our votes at our next local elections and at our next general elections, let us do so and make our voices heard and so create a better future for our nation. It's not going to come by itself. The few will always try to take advantage of the silent majority. But let us not make the same mistake. Someone else said, your silence will not protect you. Your silence will not protect you. Let us make our voices heard and get involved in the process.